Hello, my name is Damien, and I'm here to give you a walkthrough of the Flexxbuy environment. I want to show you how to use our financing portal and introduce you to our new payment hub, which would allow you to process payments of practically any type in one single place with one single sign-on. But I'll start here with our dashboard, and I'll try to keep this quick because there's a lot to see, and I know your time's very valuable. But here we have a snapshot of all the transactions that have gone through. You can actually look at the analytics and sort your payments by day, by month, by year. This is just a place for you to kind of get an idea of how things have been going lately and what's been going on at that moment in time when you take a look. But I'll start here with the setup. This is where you'd enter your business information. This is our account, so it has all the Flexxbuy's info here and our logo. You can add your own logo, and that's going to appear here in the upper left-hand corner. And this will also be shown to your customers when you send them links to make payments or to apply for financing. Everything will be branded with your business. That way the experience stays consistent and it feels like they're with you even when they're dealing with one of these third-party payment or financing options. Now, I'll start by showing you our financing hub. So every Flexxbuy dashboard, of course, comes with our Flexxbuy Credit Select Plus program built in. Credit Select Plus is our system with 35 lenders that can approve folks for amounts as low as $1,000 all the way up to $100,000. Some of these lenders can approve folks with scores as low as 550, and the terms range anywhere from 2 to 12 years. So it makes it quite suitable for higher ticket transactions and much easier for lenders to approve folks for those higher tickets, 10,000, 20,000, maybe more, if you're stretching it out on a longer payment term, where some of the other options out there are limited to 2 or 3 years, which would make the payment amounts for transactions that size extremely high. But you'd be able to send an application to someone on the fly here. All you'd have to do is enter their first and last name, email address, and within seconds, that application would appear in their inbox. And you would get real-time updates when someone submits an application. You'd be able to see the offers just as your client sees them. You'd be notified when they accept an offer, and you'd of course be notified when they receive the funds so you can collect your payment. You can also log into your Flexxbuy dashboard here. So you would just click log in. It would take you right here to where you'd be able to see a breakdown of everyone who's applied for financing through your Credit Select Plus program. You'd see how much they initially applied for, what the maximum offer is that they received, and in this final column here, you'd be able to see how much they were funded once the applications are approved. This is a house demo account, so no one's been funded here. These are mostly test applications, but I'll start with this one just to kind of give you an idea of what you might see. So when someone does apply, you'll get a notification. You'll be able to click on it. It'll take you to this person's page here in our dashboard, and on this page, you can see how much someone's applied for. We don't save sensitive information. All we retain is what they reported for their income along with their contact information. But you'd be able to come over here to the right where it says offers and click view offers. And this is what will show up on your prospect screen after they apply for a loan. This is exactly the way that your clients will see these offers. You can see here several lenders made offers. Each one of these lenders made multiple offers. So there are a ton of different variables that they can choose from. This gives your prospect the ability to find what matters most to them. Some people are going to need the lowest rate, even if the monthly payment is higher because they want the lowest overall cost. Some folks really need that monthly payment to be lower, so they're willing to pay a higher interest rate as long as the loan is spread out over a longer term so they can fit it in their budget. We let the applicants make those decisions. Giving them the ability to make those decisions also makes it more likely that they'll accept an offer, because that's what's important. If your clients get offers and they don't see one that fits and they don't move forward, that's not any good to you. What we want is for them to accept, for them to get approved, and for you to be able to make that sale. So this lets them see where they're at in the eyes of these lenders, allows them to pick the best option. All they'll have to do to accept is click one of these offers. They'll be redirected to that lender's site where they confirm their information. They can do all this on the spot at the point of sale, but after accepting, it takes 1 to 3 days for them to get fully approved and for the funds to land in their account. Once that happens, you're notified. You'll receive an email notification that you can click on the same way as you would have the one when someone applied. It'll take you right here to this page, and you'll see a message here letting you know how much was funded to your client's account. Once you see that, you would collect payment directly from them. Historically, you've had to do that outside of our system. Now that we've added a payment hub, you'll be able to do that in the Flexxbuy dashboard. But once you've collected from your client, you'd leave a note here letting us know how much. Now, this is very important because there is a chance that your clients could be funded for more than what they're paying you. Let's say you're selling them a $10,000 coaching program, $10,000 home improvement service, you name it. they might get approved for 15,000, for example. If that happens, you'll receive a notification. Your client was funded 15,000. You would just type a note here letting us know that you collected 10,000. And we'll use the number that you report when we calculate the fee. And our fee is 4.9%. So on a $10,000 transaction, that would be $490. You can pass that on to the client. Most of our clients will let them know there's a 5% administrative cost if they go this route. But at the end of the day, that's totally up to you. We wait 10 days before we post or before we process that 4.9% fee. So that's plenty of time for you to collect from the applicant and for all the payments to clear on your end. If you do, for some reason, have an applicant that backs out of the transaction before paying you, you would let us know by leaving a note here. Just tell us that you didn't collect, and there will be no fee on that transaction. Luckily, we don't see that very often. We have a 5% fallout rate, which means 95% of people that get funded for enough money actually come back and pay the business. So we've really refined this process. We've been doing this for over 10 years, and we really got it down. We've made this extremely effective, and our fee is contingent on you collecting. So it's very important to us that your applicant is aware that they've been funded, you're aware that they've been funded, and they come back and pay you in a timely manner. Now, when it comes to collecting the payment, that's where some of our new features come in. We also have a payment hub built in. Now, in this payment hub, you can take credit card, debit card payments, ACH transfers. You can also use buy now, pay laters, digital payment options. You can see here we have some configured connections, but we have a catalog with a ton of different options for payments: Apple Pay, Google Pay. You can even use Bitcoin. You can transfer with things like Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. We have the buy now, pay laters, Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm, Zip. So if you have existing accounts with any of these providers, you can access them through this point with a single sign-on. It's seamless, and it keeps everything in one place so that your life is simple and you don't have to get a headache logging in and out of all these different systems to let people apply for financing, to collect your payments. This can all be done in one place, and you can have universal reporting on everything that's done through here on the homepage like I showed you before. We also have a catalog of different financing options in the financing hub. I'm not sure if I showed those to you earlier, but here you can see in the catalog we have a ton of third-party lenders. Again, if you have relationships with any of these lenders, you can access those here. If not, we will introduce you to these lenders and do our best to get you approved so that you can have every option that's available to you at your fingertips, and you can access it all here in the Flexxbuy portal. And we're very excited about these new features. We hope that you are too, and we look forward to working with you. But if you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to us. If you need a live demo, contact us immediately, and we'll get that on the calendar as soon as possible. But I think this could be a game changer for your business. This is definitely a game changer for ours, and I really hope that we can do business together. Thank you for your time.